Right, well, it's the 24th of November and it's the first really cold day of the year. Here we are. As you can see, the grass is looking gorgeous. A little bit of extra work was done on the drainage, but now isn't nature wonderful how it's all grown back? And behind me, you can see the first part of the red stand in the east has arisen. We just stood and watched as that crane has been moving those bits of steel. So it's looking good. And here we are at one of the turnstiles at the Lightbound Road end. And as you can see, it's all been rendered and the finishing touches are being put onto the turnstile. The light's being put on. The FC diggers came here yesterday and all down this bank we planted daffodils. So that'll be really nice in about March or April. Okay, well, here we go. Look at this now. We're red, white and black to our core. Even the wiring is red, white and black. I think that's great. Well, we stood here on the halfway line where that yellow piece of string is, you can see, and when the light shines through the main stand, through the red at the back, it looks really, really good. And you can get that brilliant view of the seating done in the colours of the scarf. Whoever's idea that was, fantastic. Well, we can't get too close to that end today because of the crane lifting big bits of steel, but we've just been stood here watching while they put the big piece of metal into the roof. They had to put the last piece of concrete at the back first before they could carry on with the steel. Here we are at the other Lightbound Road end, turnstiles. As you can see, the render's looking really, really good. And this has all been tarmacked right up the way up to the entrance. Lovely bits of wood on the front and even a balcony. Well, here we are on the inside and we're in the foyer, which is just through the main doors. We've actually got doors on, 2 sets of doors. And there's some really nice lights up here. I don't know if you can see them. And then spotlights being put, down lights there, and then these really smart ones. So here we are in what's going to be the office space. You've got lovely big windows there, great view. Absolutely, loads of plug sockets starting to take shape. So Andy, how's it going?
Slowly,
yeah.
Too slowly for our liking really, but we're getting there. We made some significant progress last week. The power was on. We've been in some legal wranglings with the network connection, but that's been finalised. So we got power on last week, which was a big success. This week, commission of all the services in the building has begun in earnest. So all the lighting, gas and water, that's all being commissioned. There's a few weeks of that to be done, and when that's been completed, we can then complete the floor in here. We've got some ceilings and lighting to go in here next week. Outside on the artificial pitch, most of it is now complete. We're just cutting in the lines now for the pitches, and then the sand and the rubber crumb base is due to be put into the carpet. That's a bit weather dependent, that. So everybody needs to keep the fingers crossed that we don't get too much rain in the next week or two for that infill to be put in. But the company we've got working on that are specialists in this area, and they've got the right equipment to do it. So we're working closely with them and keeping monitoring on that. And then also you can see, no doubt, that the St Mary's Road end is starting to appear and starting to move a bit quicker. Again, we've had some difficulties over delivery of concrete. That's now been resolved, so as we stand there, 2 loads are arriving today. Each bay gets loaded with the concrete, and then the next bay is then constructed and then gets loaded with concrete. So it's there's a lot of coordination in that, because we haven't got any room on site to bring all the materials here, so we can only bring the concrete in as it's needed, and that takes a lot of organising. So we are making progress. Yeah. It's just going painfully slowly at the moment.
Okay, well that's it for November's report. As you can see, a lot's happened in the last month. It's not finished yet, but we're getting closer and closer, so don't panic, we'll be in soon.